Hello, shipmates. This year marks the 72nd anniversary of the Coast Guard Reserve, which was established by the passage of the Coast Guard Reserve and Auxiliary Act of February 19, 1941. The Coast Guard Reserve has been and remains an essential surge capability worldwide during times of war and peace.
Coast Guard Reserve forces have been active in supporting Department of Defense overseas contingency operations since 2001. These ongoing mobilizations, combined with those for domestic disaster response, add up to more active duty days for Coast Guard reservists than at any other time since World War II. We can expect future contingencies will also require our proficient and ready reserve force. It is the dedication and selfless service of Coast Guard reservists that have made our organization successful since its founding in 1941. Please join us in commemorating our Coast Guard Reserve on its 72nd anniversary.
Coast Guard reservists have faithfully stood the watch across our nation and abroad as a crucial surge capability for the United States for 72 years. Today's Coast Guard Reserve consists of nearly 8,000 dedicated men and women who support the Coast Guard roles of maritime homeland security, domestic response to natural and man-made disasters, and our nation's defense, both at home and abroad. A flexible, cost-effective force multiplier, the Reserve Force trains and works alongside its active duty counterparts to develop and hone the skills necessary to mobilize and to conduct small boat operations, contingency planning and response, expeditionary warfare, marine safety, port security, law enforcement, and mission-critical support.
This readiness posture comes from a dedicated, proficient workforce that brings a unique blend of civilian and military experience to the Coast Guard. Reservists share their diverse experience and knowledge with their fellow Coast Guardsmen, while active duty commands throughout the Coast Guard ensure reservists obtain the competencies, qualifications, and certifications necessary for mobilization. This was particularly evident during the Hurricane Sandy response, when more than 170 reservists deployed to the affected areas, providing the nation with greater capacity for response and recovery. We are grateful for these efforts.
We're also grateful for the families who stand the watch at home when reservists are deployed. Through their support and sacrifice, our reservists remain always ready. Civilian employers of reservists also play an important role, and we're thankful for their continued support whenever our nation needs our reserve forces. The committed patriotism of these employers is exemplary. The success of our Coast Guard Reserve is because of our people. Reservists are a vital component of our Coast Guard, and we're proud of your commitment and selfless service. We encourage the entire Coast Guard family to thank their reserve shipmates for their exceptional service to the Coast Guard and to our nation. And from both of us,
Semper Paratus.